not only at class am I teaching people stuff and making them do things, but now I'm also making them film content with me. Isn't that right, Justin?
Yep, 100%. How's it going? Let me see where we're at. I feel like I'm working with Scorsese right now. This is like all legit.
I wish we had a big pair of underwear to hang here. Do you know how awesome that would be?
That'd be great.
All right, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. What's up, guys? Dan here, Coalcracker with Justin. Introduce yourself.
My name is Justin with Backyard Bushcraft. That's pretty much it. I mean, what else is
That's all you got?
That's all I got. I love the
channel, Instagram handle.
backyardbushcraft.com on Instagram. I have a podcast I just started, Backyard Bushcraft Radio, you can check out. And just the YouTube channel, Backyard Bushcraft.
Okay, and you're on here because you forced me to do this, because we're at advanced class, advanced Bushcraft.
Yes.
You having a good time?
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
So I'm like, hit everybody up. I'm like, who has YouTube channels? We're going to do some videos. So that's where we're at right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about your setup, because you said, so he literally camped on a trail, which is hilarious, right? Because all we do is bust on each other here at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is fun. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you cry at night when you come in your shelter.
Lots of laughter.
But yeah, and PTSD after you leave. But he said he'd been sleeping really well. So we're gonna go over his shelter, see what students are setting up when they come out to the school, especially here. You've been here already, so you're back. It's cold. It's been in the 30s at night. So we'll just go over your shelter setup, how you're set up, and things that you think that people need to know when setting up their shelter in a colder environment. Not that it's like freezing cold, but it is getting cooler at night. So good things that they need to know and do.
Well, yeah, Thursday night got down to about 30 degrees.
Okay, yep, so low 30s.
Yeah, so one of the most important things that I learned, especially being at the basic class a couple of years ago, I did not give myself enough separation from the ground. So I made sure that I gave myself enough debris to separate me from the ground. This is actually a little bit compressed from what it was. I'm probably going to put a little bit more debris on here because it's supposed to drop down a little bit again tonight. But that was my primary thought before I came this weekend, because I did not want to get cold. To me, there's nothing worse than waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're shivering, and you still think to yourself, I got 4 or 5 more hours of sleep, how am I going to get warm? So that was important to me, was to stay warm at night. Additionally, I threw down a gum blanket, Coalcracker, Bushcraft gum blanket for just a little extra insulation. And then I took a wool blanket, folded in half, I put that down for extra insulation. And so far, that was pretty good for the first night. I did, however, need to grab a second wool blanket because the breeze must have changed a little bit, and I felt it come through my sleeping bag. Sleeping bag's only rated to about 20 degrees. So what I did last night, I took half of my wool blanket, I put it down underneath my sleeping bag, and then when I got inside, I just threw it over me for a little extra protection to block any type of wind. So that's really helped me stay warm. And to be honest, as cold as it was, the only thing that really was bothering me was my nose, and I just buried myself in my sleeping bag, and I slept pretty comfortably and pretty warm for the last 2 nights.
Nice. So yeah, just a couple key points to add into there. So, which you already touched on, with the leaf debris, it's very important that we protect ourselves from the ground, because you're never going to heat the ground up. The mass is just too great. It's always going to suck out your heat. So you want to make sure you get something between you and the ground. 6 to 8 inches is the minimum compressed. And as he noted, as you sleep on this, you're going to keep compressing that more. So it's an ongoing thing, right? So you just have, it's part of the experience. So you got to get more on there every night. And then the wool blankets, of course, helping out tremendously. The wind here does shift around. It does come up through the camp this way. Primarily it comes from behind, so this is set up in the proper direction.
That's the original
for this
reason.
Property. Yeah, but I mean, it does kick around because we have big fields where like are opened up. So when the wind gets in there, weird times it messes around. And then what size tarp you have here, just so they could see?
This is a 9x9 tarp, and I love the lean-to configuration. I like the whole open thing, the whole open view. I mean, if you're going to be in nature, you're going to be sleeping outside, this is the best way to bring it in. And one of the primary reasons why I picked this site, again, because of the wind, I knew the wind was going to be blowing from behind me, so I'm protected from that. And I had a tree behind me that I needed to tie off to because the 9x9, if you've seen my other videos, I've explained it does sag in the middle. And as Dan has explained, that extra little tagline, you tie off to a tree behind you to bring some of that loft into the shelter, and it really creates a lot of room. I mean, I'm not as big as Dan. He's a pretty big dude. I'm 5'9", as some say, but as a big 5'9" and a half. But as a big guy, I fit pretty comfortably in there, and I have no problems at all. But that's the main reason why I picked this this site.
Nice. Yeah, all looking good. So thanks for the rundown.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
All right, and just like that, another video in the books. Justin, Backyard Bushcraft, just hammering it out. So thanks for showing us that shelter setup. So you can see like this stuff that we talk about so many times in videos, when you put it to practical use and you layer it in different ways, from debris beds to blankets, and then integrate stuff, right? Put a sleeping bag in there if that's what you want to do. Make your life happy and be a happy camper, and you'll be good to go. So we'll put all your stuff down in the description.
Cool, appreciate that.
Do you have anything else cool to say to them?
Take the class. The beginner's class is definitely worth it. You learn a lot. The advanced class so far has been outstanding. I've learned a ton, and I'm really looking forward to putting the skills that I've learned in this class back out into the real world once I get a chance to.
Perfect. So thanks for coming out. As always, check us out, coalcrackerbushcraft.com, for all our classes, our gear, and our blog. And until the next video,
Stay in the woods.
got it. Nailed it. How long have you been waiting in your life to do that?